Hey guys, this is Jason Yu from Sense Minds Magic. Thank you so much for supporting us and picking up this project. Imagine this, at any time in your routine, you can show both of your hands completely empty with your fingers widely open. And then you can grab anything from thin air, like a deck of cards, a piece of silk, even your cell phone. It's like you have an invisible friend standing beside you on the stage and deliver anything you like. This is such a revolutionary tool from our great friend Bojan. The first time we saw it, we fell in love with it. It deserved to be on our line. So without further ado, let's get into the explanation. Alright guys, you guys have been waiting for a long time. Here is the secret of this effect. Check it out. So as you can see on both of my hands, I have the setup already. So it's exactly the same setup on both sides. So let's talk about my right hand. So we have a pack of cards that's tied up with a rubber band. I'm having that loop on my middle finger. And we have a armband which has two layers. The top layer is temporarily hold on this pile of cards right here. And we have a key here. And once we pull the key out from the top layer, both of this, the top layer is gonna separate it. It's gonna free whatever the object in here is gonna shoot inside your hand. And this is how it's gonna look like. We're gonna slowly pull the key out from the top layer of the armband. And you can see the cards shoot on my hands. And now you can fan the cards. So let me show you one more time with my left hand. I'm gonna pull this a little bit faster. So basically you're gonna extend your arm, straighten up your arm, and the other side of the string is tied up on my chest, has a ring here. So I'm just gonna pull like that, it shoots on my hands like this. So that's a quick overview of the secret. And in the later section, we're gonna teach you how to set the whole thing up. Alright guys, let's start with the unboxing. Let's check out what you guys receive. Over here, we're gonna get two pair of the red silk, okay? And also we got two sets of the card fans. And here we got this is a chest band, and we're gonna wear that on your body. And also we have two pairs of, this is armband. It's specially designed and it's wrapped around with a piece of the black metal. It's kind of like a U shape. Once we insert inside the armband, it's gonna temporarily hold the object inside. So once we take the U key shape, the metal piece out, it's gonna free the object. Right? We're gonna explain more in the later section. Also, we're gonna have a bunch of the rubber bands for you guys to tie them up with a silk or any other object you guys want to use. So there you go. Now let's grab all the materials. Let me show you how to prepare for this effect. Alright guys, now let's start the preparation for this effect. For the explanation purpose, we're gonna start with cards because I think most of you guys probably gonna work with cards. So let's grab two sets of the card fans and two pairs of the armband as well as the chest band. All right, let's start with the chest band. All right, let's take the rubber band off because we don't need that. And let's open this one up. So you can see this is kind of like a loop like this. And you will see there's two rings inside here. Right, which is very important later. And we can open this up like this. Okay, it's kind of like a belt. Okay, clip it on. All right. It depends on your body size that you can make the loop, the chest band shorter by pulling on this end here. You can pull. Now it's shorter. If you're like a bigger guy like me, so you can leave more fabric. So now this is a bigger loop, right? Okay, so what you're gonna do is we're gonna put this behind your back. All right, so this is what's gonna happen, right? So you have the chest band behind your back. Now you're gonna hold one end, each hand. So you're gonna put this behind your neck. It's kind of like you wear a necklace. So you're gonna put this behind your back, and you're gonna buckle it in. So there you go. So you basically have the chest band on you. So that's how it look like. And you probably noticed this. You can trim it off, or you can safety pin or stick this piece together. But for now, I'm gonna leave it there. So also remember there's two rings, right? So we're gonna move them to the front so you can see. You got a one ring on each side like this, right? So we're gonna leave this here for now. Now let's talk about the armbands. All right, let's unwrap this. And let's slide this U-shaped key out. This is very important in a second. Now let's check out this armband. There's two layers. One layer is this base layer, which we're gonna put this on my arm right now. Right, we're gonna reverse this. So we're gonna put the Velcro on the other side. All right, just gonna look like that. All right, you can see the base layer is kind of like traditional armband that you can wear on yourself, and the top layer of the armband is kind of like a butterfly. It opens up like that. So what happened here is there's a tube inside. It has space for this key ring to insert inside. So what happened is let's do this. Let's take this one off, and I'm gonna put this U-shaped key inside, just like that. All right, you guys can do this as well. So now we're gonna put this back on. All right, just like that. All right. So that is the basic setting for this armband here. So once you set up an armband, you can put whatever the object you want to produce. All right, now we're gonna take a pack of cards. We're gonna insert in between the two layers, right over here. Okay, not underneath the base layer, but in between the two layers. All right, so all right, just open up the two layers and just carefully insert in between the two layers, just like that. All right, you guys can do this before you put a U-shaped key inside this, the top layer too. So basically here you finish about halfway. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna stretch the rubber band now and put that on your ring finger, just like that. All right, you'll see the rubber band get stretched out, and the top layer of the armband temporarily hold on this pack of cards in position, right? So once we pull this U-shaped key out, it's gonna release this object, which will be shoot out by this rubber band inside your hand. And that's one part of it. I'm gonna take this one off right now. All right, guys, now let's talk about the string on this key. And what happened is we're going to tie the string on the ring, which is on your chest band here. So let's move the chest band around your armpit area, and we are going to put the string through this ring like that. Okay, now this will be the maximum length for you. So, but this is too long, obviously. So we want to shorten about 3 centimeters. So once you extend your arm, the string will be you'll create tension on the string, which will pull the key out from the armband. All right, so let's keep your arm like that, and that'll be too much. And we're gonna just basically bend your arm to shorten the string. Now it's about it's about 3 centimeters shorter, like that. So we're gonna tie a knot to keep the string into the position, right? So if you have someone else to help you, that would be better, but I'm just by myself right now. So I'm gonna tie the knot on the ring right now. So we're gonna secure the position. So now we are ready. So there you go. So now you have one side of the key is inside the armband, the other side of the string is tied up on the ring, which is on your chest band, right? So now you can see that you can move your hands upside down. It doesn't matter until you extend your arm upwards, right? So you can move your hands down, you can move your hands up. It doesn't trigger the gimmick, but until you do this position and you extend your arm forward, it's like you grab the object in the air. So you guys can experiment and try to find out the right length for you guys to without trigger it, and also the right length to trigger. So now I'll put this rubber band on myself. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach in the air, and you're going to see this keyring comes out from the armband. Right, you can see it slowly coming out. Right, I'm doing this slow motion so you guys can see, just like that. This all comes out like that, and the top layer of the armband is gonna open up, and it's released the object that shoot inside your hand, and you can continue with your act like that. Right. So now let me show you one more time how to look in real time. Alright guys, now let's explain the setup again. So we have the pack of cards insert in between the two layers of your armband, and we have the rubber band loop around your middle finger like that. Now the other side of the armband, we have the key insert inside the second layer, and the string is about the right length. So you pretty much have a lot of freedom as long as you do not straight up your arm. So once you straight up your arm, this the string is going to pull this key out from the armband. Alright guys, so once you're ready, this is how the production is gonna look like in real time. Just like that, you just produce a fan of cards inside your hands, and you basically gonna leave them there and continue with your act. So that is how we're gonna do with your right hand, and on the left hand, we're gonna do exactly setup. Alright guys, so as you can see, you can do the exactly same setup for your left hand part. So let's check it again. We have the pack of cards here in between the two layers, and we have the rubber band go through a loop on my middle finger. On the other hand, we have the key here, and we find the right length for you to tie it up on the ring on my left hand side of the chest band. Right? So it's so critical. You guys need to make sure you find the right length, right? So take a look at this. It's about this length for me. So as long as I do not straighten out my arm, this key is not gonna go out. Also, once you find out the right length, you should be able to put your hands down like this, and you can pull your hands up like that. As you can see, the ring actually moving up and down to create more space for you to move. So you are very free to do a lot of different gestures as long as you do not do this. So once you put your hand in front of you and straighten up your arm, you can see the string create a tension because the ring doesn't move out, it only move up and down. That's why it's gonna create a tension on the string, and it's gonna release the key from the armband, right? So this is how it's gonna look like once you before you put the jacket on. All right, you can move your hands up and down like that. All right, so whenever you're ready, you can move your hands forward. Like we said, the ring doesn't move forward, and that's how it creates a tension and release the key from the armband. This is how it's gonna look like. You just do that, and it goes out, and you can fan the cards, and you can show the left hand empty from the back, and straight arm your arm and shoot out, and you can do the fan again, just like that. And obviously, I'm doing this in slow motion and explain for you guys. So what you guys should do is grab it and fan this immediately like that. All right, let me show you one more time when I put my jacket on. All right guys, check it out. I have my jacket on and have both hands set up, and I'm ready to perform the production. And check it out, we have the rubber band here on my middle finger. We put the jacket to cover the entire chest band, so from the outside, nobody can see, not even the ring. The ring is somewhere over here, so it's pretty invisible. So from here, it can be any time in your routine, or you can do this as a opener for effect. It doesn't matter. So you can show your hands completely empty, and like what we said, we just reach out the arm, and we're gonna produce the cards. It's like you grab the thing from thin air, and the same thing, you can do this over here. You can grab the other one as well. So that is how you do with cards. Alright guys, check it out. This is how it's gonna look like in real speed. Alright guys, now let's move on and let's talk about the silk production. And the setup is exactly the same. So once you guys figure out the right length for you guys to connect to the key, also the ring, you're gonna use for many different applications. So the only difference is we're not gonna use the cards inside the armband, we're gonna use the silk. So we're also gonna use the armband as well, but we're not gonna touch them at this moment. So we're gonna take the silk out, all right? So the setup is same. We're just gonna show you one of them. So take the silk out. All right, so we're gonna find the one end of the silk. We're going to tie this end with the rubber band we provide you guys with. Just take one piece out, and what we're gonna do is we're just going to tie a knot like this. We're gonna put the one end of the silk inside the rubber band, so we're just gonna tie that up. right? And this just gonna be good enough for you to do it. And now let's talk about how to fold this silk into the right size to keep inside the armband, right? So this is how you're gonna do. So you're gonna lay that down on the flat surface, and we're gonna fold like this. And you're gonna fold in half. Now it's a triangle. Now we're gonna fold this side up like that, and we're gonna fold this side up like this. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a mini triangle. So we're just gonna fold up like that. So it's like a triangle. So now we're gonna fold up again. So basically we make this into a mini triangle. So here we can just, yeah, so there you go. So it fold into a little pocket now. So once the silk got produced and released from armband, shoot inside your hand, it's gonna instantly expand itself into the full size, right? So that is how you're gonna prepare this silk part. Now once we know how to fold the silk, we're gonna put this into an armband, right? So set up exactly the same. We're gonna take this armband and take the key and push that inside here, right? Now we're gonna wear this armband like that. Now, like we told you guys before, we're gonna fold this into a mini triangles like that, mini triangle. Now we're just gonna insert the whole thing, stuff the whole thing in between the two layers. So I'm gonna separate that up, and stuff that just in there, all right? Now what you do, you're gonna extend it out and have the silk look like that. So same thing, once you straighten up your arm, it's gonna release the key from the armband. It's gonna shoot the silk into your hands, right? So it's gonna look like this. I'm gonna do this really slowly. I'm gonna straighten up my arm right now. You're gonna see the key slowly pull out. I'm gonna release, and it just appeared inside your hand. And this production is much easier compared to the cards, because for the cards you have to hold that into the certain position and fan the cards. However, for the silk production, you don't even need to grab it, because it's already on your middle finger. You can't even lose it. So once it produced, you just basically grab one end of the silk. It looks like it just appeared from nowhere. All right, now let me set it up and show you both with my jacket on. All right guys, now with my jacket on, let me show you one more time how it's gonna look like in real life. Alright guys, now welcome to the application section. So in this section, we're going to teach you many different objects that you can produce with same system. So the whole idea here is, basically this system is kind of like a reverse pull. So whatever you can slip inside the sleeve, now we're going to reverse it. So it's going to shoot out from the sleeve. So imagine what kind of things you can come out from the sleeve. So we're going to offer you a couple items right now. So the first thing we're going to talk about is a bill production. We're going to produce a stack of bills. So the setup is exactly the same. As you can see right here, we have the stack of bill fold once, and we're gonna put in between the two layers, and we have the rubber bands like that. We're gonna untwist it like this, and you can loop on your hand like that. So what happened here is, once we pull the key out, the bill is gonna shoot on your hand, and it's going to automatically expand by itself into a full size. So it's gonna look like this. The motion we do is gonna be the same as how we produce a stack of playing cards. So we're gonna use the back of your hand to be the cover, so your audience won't be able to see the bill coming out from the sleeve. So we're gonna use the back of the hand, but I'm gonna expose to let you guys to see what's gonna happen. So I'm just gonna straighten up my arm now, and the bill is gonna shoot out, and it's gonna expand like that on my hand. Now the moment I feel the bills on my hand, I'm just gonna quickly fan it like that. Now you can show all the bills like that. All right, so now let me show you one more time. So you have maybe up to 10 to 15 bills. Recommend you guys to use the new bills. So it's brand new, it's more expandable. So like that, we're gonna put the rubber bands in the middle of it. We're just gonna fold that in half like that. Alright guys, now the setup for the armband is exactly the same. So we're gonna do the same thing. We take the key and insert inside the tube like that. And we're gonna wear this armband on your arm like this. Now we're gonna fold this bill like this. So once it expands, you're gonna show the front of the bill to your audience. So we're gonna fold it backwards, right in half like that, and we have the rubber band right here. So now we're gonna open up your armband right here. Slowly insert all the bills inside. All right, so keep all the bills in the right position. All right, so once you're happy with the position of the bill, we're gonna stretch out the rubber band and put on your middle finger. Now, because the bills is pretty wide, so we don't want the rubber band to expand too much. So we're gonna twist it. Now put on. Now you see the two rubber bands is almost together, close to the opening of your sleeve. So it look the same like other setup. So from here we do same thing. We just use the back of your hand to cover, and we just extend your fingers. You see how the bill expand by itself. So now what you're gonna do is you're just gonna fan them like that. So you can fan them out like that, and the bigger motion cover the small motion, so they won't notice the rubber band on your finger. All right, so that's it. Now let me put my jacket on and show you how it's gonna look like in real life. All right guys, now with my jacket on, let me show you how it's gonna look like in real life. So there you go. Alright guys, now let's talk about the foam production. I know you guys probably gonna try this one out. Check it out. So the setup is same. We're gonna use the armband. The only difference is the object that we're gonna about to use. So there's many different type of foam. Some foam are bigger, some foam smaller, and it's totally up to you guys to try them out. For example, this is iPhone 11. It's a little bit too heavy for me to produce. I recommend to use a smaller phone like this one here. It's an iPhone 5. It still works. All right, so there are two ways to tie the rubber band on the foam. So if you have a case like this one here, and usually they have a hole they open up for the charging cable, so you can put this rubber band through this hole here, and you can take the rubber band from itself and you can pull it out, and just like that you just tied a knot on the shell of the foam. Now put a cell phone back inside, and you can use this for this foam production. He's gonna pull out like that. However, this phone is too heavy. Just for demonstration purpose, you can tie the rubber band on the phone shell. All right, phone case. Now I'm gonna put this aside. All right, so if you guys don't want to use the phone case, you can tape this rubber band actually on the phone itself. So all we need is two little pieces of duct tape like this. All right, and we are going to tape the rubber band like this, and put the band in the middle, and we're just gonna tape on the back, on the bottom part of the phone. So we're gonna tape it in like that, and we're gonna secure it with another tape. We're gonna just put it right on top and over that. Alright, it doesn't look that pretty, but however, we never show the back of the phone. We're only gonna flash the back, so it doesn't matter. And just press them down, and now this rubber band is secured on the rubber bands. Alright, so once you've done that, we're gonna do the same setup. We're gonna set up this armband now. Alright guys, now I know you guys are already familiar with this armband setup, so I'm just gonna do this already here. And for the phone, we're gonna keep the screen always light up. If you guys like, you can put a picture of someone is calling you. Keep that always, make sure the screen doesn't turn off, right? So once the screen is light up, so you're gonna basically put this inside, in between the two layers. This is much like the bill production or the stack of cards production. So it's same. So you're gonna put that there, and now what you're gonna do is put the jacket on. However, the phone is much heavier compared to a stack of bill or a fan of cards. So that's why when we produce the phone, we're not gonna do like too vertical. Otherwise, once the phone comes out from the sleeve, it's gonna drop because of the gravity. Because it's too heavy, also the rubber band won't have enough strength to put that into your hand. So always keep your hands a little bit like palm up like this, or maybe 45 degrees, to give it support to keep the phone has the weight on your hand, so it slide out along with your skin, so it'll end up inside your hand. All right, so I'll give you a quick demonstration without my jacket on. So we're gonna do the same display. Right, you can show your hands empty. The moment you produce a phone, you're gonna keep your hands a little bit palm up. So because you want to avoid your audience see the phone travel out from the sleeve, so you can keep your hands up a little bit, right? So now we'll do the same thing. We're gonna reach out in the air, and you'll see the phone just shoot inside your hand like that, right? So you can shoot inside your hand like that, then you can show the phone. Now the moment you catch your phone and display to your audience, you are going to quickly change to this position. So now the rubber band is totally hidden behind the phone, so you can display the phone, the screen is already up, and it's super magical. You can answer the phone, pretend you answer the phone, you do anything else with it. Then after you're done, you just simply ditch the phone inside your pocket, and the rubber band will go with it, and you're instantly clean, right? So that is very brief run through for how to produce a phone. Let me put my jacket on so you guys will get a better picture. All right guys, now with my jacket on, let me show you how it's gonna look like in real life. There you go, you have the rose. Alright, those are just a few applications for you guys to start with. Just play around with them, and remember, anything fit inside the sleeve can be produced with this brand new system. However, watch out for the weight of the object. If you produce something like a cell phone, it might be heavier compared to producing cards or stack of bill. Watch out for the weight, because the rubber band might not have enough strength to pull the object out, and which we're gonna talk more about it in the next section, tips about the angles of different objects, how to produce them with the right angle. So check them out. Alright guys, now we got a few tips we want to share with you. Check them out. So let's check out different objects we're going to produce from the sleeve, because they are very different. So there are better angles for each item of them. So we're going to start with the simplest one, which is the silk. Silk is super soft. Once you squeeze it tight into a little ball, it's really small, and it's super light. Because of that, once you produce it, it's instantly gonna appear outside of your sleeve. This one is almost angle proof, so this is a great one for you guys to start with. There's no bad angle for this. Even you put your hands and put the sleeve pointing at your audience, because it's super fast and it just instantly appear in the air. It looks like just appear from nowhere. So for this one, there's not too much to worry about the angle. And now let's talk about the cards, which you guys probably gonna play around with as well. For this one, it's a little bit heavier. Also, it's pretty flat. And if you show your audience from this angle, they're probably gonna see the cards coming out from the sleeve, because this part of the hand, they're not supposed to see the cards going out, right? So the best angle for cards or the stack of bill is actually use the back of your hand as a cover to block the view, so your audience won't see the cards travel out from the sleeve, right? So the moment they see the cards, it's already appeared in your hand, so it looks like you grabbed the cards from the air. And also for a stack of cards, it won't be a good angle if you just point the sleeve directly at your audience, because they're probably gonna see the cards coming out from the sleeve. So always remember, anything flat like a stack of cards, even bills, maybe a cell phone, things like that, always use the back of your hand as a cover to block the view, and then you can produce the cards, grab it from the thin air. Alright guys, now tip number 2, let's talk about the rubber band. I know some of you guys might be worried about the color of the rubber band. You think it's too thick, it looks very obvious in person. However, think about this, we designed this entire system for stage use only. Naturally, you are standing far away from the audience. And also once the rubber band stretch out like this, it looks very close to your human skin, right? Color is gonna be very similar. And plus, on the stage, we are constantly move the hands and you do many different gestures. And on top of that, your audience don't know what to look for. As long as you flash your hands a couple times and just keep your hands busy, always moving, and this will be 100% invisible. Trust me, try them out on the stage and no one will notice this for sure. Besides that, if you guys want to try different color rubber band, you can do that too. Go to your local office supply store and you can look for different color rubber band. Maybe some are thicker, maybe some are thinner. Try them out, see if they provide enough strength to pull the object out. So it's totally up to you guys to try them out and see what fits you guys the best. But for stage use, please do not worry about this and try them out, have fun. Alright guys, now tip number 3, let's talk about the sleeve because it's all about the sleeve size and the object in and out, right? So for the sleeve, obviously it's gonna be big enough for the object coming in and out. If you only gonna produce silk, it doesn't really matter because the silk is super small and very tiny, super soft. You pretty much can go in and out from different, it doesn't matter the size of your sleeve. However, if you want to produce a stack of bill, maybe cards, you want to make sure the sleeve is big enough. And there's one very useful tip which helped me a lot on the stage. A lot of people might be very sweaty on the stage because the light is super strong on the stage and you get nervous. You're gonna sweat on your arm. So what happened is I will cut a stocking. I'm gonna cut that into a length of my arm. I'm gonna wear a stocking on my arm. So that will help me to reduce the friction between my skin and the fabric. Otherwise, the sweat gonna make the fabric of the sleeve stick on my arm. That will stop the object from going out. So those are all the tips we got for you about the sleeve, just for you guys to watch out. Alright guys, we got one last tip for you guys, is how to perform the same effect in close-up situation. Yes, you still can do it, but there's 2 things we need to change. Talk about the entire system, you're still gonna wear the chest band like this, and also as well as the armband, and also have the key inside the top layer of the armband. Everything is same except the object and also the rubber band. Obviously, the rubber band is too obvious, it's very apparent in close-up situation. So we're not gonna use this. We're gonna use something kind of the elastic we use to tie make the flap cards. That's the kind of elastic we're gonna use because that is very invisible in person if you don't let your audience to stare at your hand only, plus your audience don't know what to look for, so you flash your hands. For here, I'm using a sponge cord as a demonstration. And also the second thing we want to watch out for is the weight of the object. We don't want to do something too heavy, like a cell phone. It's almost impossible to pull out by the elastic. So if you want to do with a single Sharpie, that is possible. So basically we make a loop with the elastic. Okay, I'm using the sponge cord for demonstration purpose. Basically have the Sharpie clip on the loop, and we do the same thing. Imagine this is the same as a rubber band. Right, we're gonna stretch it out and have the Sharpie insert in between the 2 layers of your armband. Once you straighten out your arm, the same effect happen. It deliver the Sharpie inside your hand. Now it's up to you guys to experiment if you want to do this angle, or you want to do this angle to use the back of your hand as a cover to block the motion of the Sharpie come out from your hand, the sleeve. So this is one idea, one application you guys can try it out in the close-up situation. All right, and now let's talk about one more thing about perform with the rubber band. You can actually perform in close-up situation when the lighting is not too strong. Let's picture this, you are in a nightclub, you can perform, grab a stack of bill in the air because the lighting is a very dim light. So if you don't keep your hands still and let your audience to see the rubber band, just fly by, they won't see the rubber band. And also, if you want to perform here nighttime on the street, you can grab like a stack of dollar bill and it'll be totally fine with rubber band. So please actually try them out and film yourself perform with the rubber band or elastic in close-up situation. All right, so that's all the tips we got for you guys. Hopefully they can help you in the long run. Alright guys, so that's it. That's everything you guys need to know about this effect. And the possibility of this gimmick is just endless. You can produce anything you want at any time in your current routine. You know, traditionally, when you want to load something inside your hand, you're probably gonna lower your hands and let the gravity to bring the object down through your sleeve inside your hand. Now you have the option to do the load. It's kind of like anti-gravity. It's super cool. You can perform this on the stage, even in a close-up situation. You can make a multiple object appear inside your hand. And also, this can be a secret way to deliver whatever the object you like inside your hand. And once again, this is created by our great friend Bojan, and he had many other amazing creations. Please check them out. Remember, stay tuned with us. We've got a lot more magic coming up from Sans Minds Magic. My name is Jason. I'll see you guys next time.